So this is how I run things within Legacy Farmer. Okay, so we have our top role here. We have top two roles, and then we have what's called the business discipline roles right here. Okay, so the top role is the visionary. Ty, how would you describe the visionary of a company?
It is what your morals are. It's the purpose of you doing what you're doing. It's why you do what you're doing. It's, I guess, how you deal with the people, your customers, and it's just who you are, I guess.
Right. And so like on this form here, I wrote out exactly, how I've been trained to define that. So the visionary is a person responsible for developing the purpose of the business, just like what you said, developing the mission of the business, right? So with your bowl business, for example, like what's the mission of that business? Have you ever
To
thought about
bring to bring genetics, top end genetics for everybody on a price point that it values everybody, me and them.
that? Yep. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then also core values. So we've talked a lot about core values on these calls before. When you're working with the wrong customers or working with the wrong family members or things like that, it's probably the issue is probably within your core values not aligning, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so below the visionary is also responsible for solving the market problems. Okay, so there's a problem with genetics inside of the bull industry, and you're trying to solve that problem there. Research and development, also strategic deals and relationships. Okay, and then below that of the visionary is the integrator. The integrator is responsible for leading, managing, and accountability of the team below them, business plan and execution, removing obstacles and barriers, special projects, and legal and insurance. Okay. Now, so when you start talking about processes, Ty, and systemizing everything in the business, how is this right here helping us do that?
Well, probably me being the visionary, and I don't know, I think on the integrator, maybe you could break down part of that as one person's the leader, manager, and the accountability, and maybe somebody does the business plan.
Well, see, so these are all individual seats. So like the integrator, like me inside a Legacy Farmer, I hold all these things right here,
I see.
right? And making sure I'm in charge of all these things. Same with the visionaries.
Yeah.
I hold all these things here. Now, but what I was asking though is out of all those roles and responsibilities that I have right there for like the visionary, how do I get that stuff out of my head and get it from me just thinking about it in my head and out of my head to where I'm not working in the business, I'm working on the business. How can I do that? How can I develop the processes and systems around that?
Um, One, getting it all down on paper.
Yeah. Like it's not a hard question, right?
Yeah.
It's literally don't overthink it. Okay. Because when you guys are talking about systemizing your business, if you go in and you look at this sheet, just for example here, when it comes to marketing and sales, lead generation, for example, would it be valuable, Ty, for me to have a step-by-step workflow of how we attract leads, how we run our
Yeah.
Facebook ads, how we manage everything?
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
Same for reporting and metrics. Okay, great. This is how you do our bookkeeping. These are the KPIs that we're looking for. Okay. Why is this valuable to get this all out on paper?
So then me and her both know where we are all the time.
Yes.
We're on the same page.
100%. And if let's say she's gone and she can't do something for you, and there's one thing that she does really well because it's her seat, but you have to do it today, man, it'd be nice to have a workflow to go see exactly step by step how to complete that task.
Yeah,
Right. Okay. Are you kind of seeing this here a little bit?
absolutely. Yeah.
Like your purpose, your mission, and your core values, for example, like I guarantee you, like what you just told me, that like you just spit it back to me, but it's only in Ty's mind.
Yeah.
Does Tabby agree with that too?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He
Well,
does.
I mean, it's just something for you guys to work on
Yeah.
together,
Yeah.
right? Because then too, when it comes to marketing a message to the marketplace and you want to start bringing in more people to buy bulls from you guys, would it be helpful for them to be able to see what the purpose of your business is, what the mission is, and also what the core values are of the company?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And even for let's talk about bigger farmers, right? These companies that are actually they're pretty damn successful. okay, with their farming operation. When you go to their website, which they do have a website because it's a real company and they like to advertise, they like to market themselves. When they go to their website, are you able to most likely find their purpose or their about us section or their mission or their core values?
Yep. Yep. And we've got that on our website. We've got.
But it's not guiding you though, right?
No, it's not. No, not at all.
One time and then you never look back to it.
Yeah.
Whereas when I'm looking at, like, for example, our core values, any decision that we're making inside a legacy farmer, I'm always looking back to, okay, does it align with our core values? The big one for me is simplicity over complexity.
Yep.
Is it simple enough to where anybody can pick it up and do it? Okay. And then the other big one is learn, live, lead. Not leading on anything that I haven't lived myself, not training on anything that I don't know anything about.
Yep.
Right. Making sure. So just getting those things established, man, is going to really help to start getting the business out of your head and onto paper. And that's where you're really going to start to transition from working in the business to working on business.